Hello Internet, this is the Roshi, and I'm back with another reaction, this time reacting to Aino's character trailer, Bing Bang Boom Super Inventor. Let's get into it.
Number 2 screws. Where the heck did I put my number 2 screws? Oh, the rain stopped. Let's go on a trip. Why isn't it working? Cheater! Upgrade complete. I know operational stability increase. Ooh, is this what robots feel like when they get an upgrade? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Chew on this. Ready? Flash attack! Bing dong water bomb! Alright, upgrade complete. Time to treat myself to a tasty snack.
Okay. Yeah, and that's it. So that was pretty short, one of the shorter ones that we've seen. And it was pretty much, as far as I can tell, just kind of in the mind of her, just how she I don't know, it did the very I don't know if there's a word for it, but it went very abstract, very cutesy. Just everything in general is, this is the character. She's cute, she's adorable, she's smart. There's all sorts of wacky inventions. She has this goofy side to her, and it's just fun. This is just a fun trailer. I don't necessarily think there's anything deep about this one in particular, but they made it very colorful. They made the music very happy, very bubbly. Aino is super cute in it, and that's pretty much it. And I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, because through Anefa we did get peeks into other things about her and what she's gone through. So in my opinion, they didn't necessarily need to go all out for this one. I know that like 4-star characters in general don't really get the big magnificent character trailers like the 5-stars do. However, I do think there are some legitimately good 4-star trailers in general. Is this one of the best ones? No, not really. It's just okay, in my opinion. But it's still very cute. This does make me want to like get to know this character more for sure, because of what I have learned from Anefa, and then seeing her here and how how her personality is, and finding out like what's beyond that. I there's things that I do definitely want to learn more about here. But what I will do is talk a little bit about the visuals, and I mentioned the music. Very bubbly. Wasn't anything like super crazy awesome, but still really good and really fitting for what this is, I think. Now, what I like about this is that we have some of the some comic book texture stuff going on here. Okay, so this is very, how do I want to describe it? It goes back and forth between this comic book layout to, it's like very painted, with these screws and these other objects. Very, very painted, very blotchy. I almost want to say it's watercolor, but at the same time, I don't think it looks more like oil paint to me. It looks like there's like this oil paint smear through everything here. But then with some other more solid lines. It looks like a cross between chalk and oil paint. I'm not necessarily sure if that's what they're trying to go for, but that's what it made me think of. And then of course more like comic book stuff with like you got the dots again. I keep forgetting the name of those. Anyway, I thought the wrench is really cool. Yeah, that's a cool shot right there where she's swinging this wrench and knocking this nut. I think there's nuts and bolts. I think bolts more like the screw and the nuts the thing that yeah. She whacking with the wrench, and I really like the difference between, you know, she's still in her model, but all around her is this crazy color and stuff. And in my opinion, that actually says something. It shows what she does, at least to her, is art. I feel like for anyone who creates things, you would definitely understand that message, because sometimes people, you know, they create things just because they can. Her, that might be the case, but she also thoroughly enjoys what it is. It's not just a job for her, it's like what she wants to do at all times, and it's where she finds her peace and her joy, and it helps her feel alive and all this stuff. Or so I imagine. So we have this cool like first person perspective going down this track. What this reminds me of Varesa's character trailer, and it also reminds me of, I think, a little bit of Mualani's character trailer, where it's really just the character going from point A to point B in a very just kind of go with the flow sort of fashion. And with Aino here, it's through her inventions and stuff in this very colorful landscape, how she perceives the world. Maybe not literally, but you know what I mean. It's shown in this way to show her personality and such. And then, you know, oh, is this what robots feel like when they get an upgrade? Because she was going like beep beep boop bop bop whatever before. Yeah, I know operational stability increased. Yeah, I don't think she's actually a robot. I think that's just kind of her playing. I'm trying to see what she actually said, though. Why isn't it working, cheater? I think these are probably just lines that she says in her gameplay as well. These subtitles that we see here. Because they don't usually do that, right? At least for the 4 stars. Don't they have like their actual dialogue of what they say in game to in their character trailers? I don't know, it's cool. But yeah, so we have Aino, and it's very colorful, and you have the colors like the oil paint, the watercolor, the comic book, this chalk feel every once in a while, and it does feel like this combination of art and planning. Like, I think of, when I see the chalk lines, I think of like schematics, almost something that's more sketchy or something that's just quickly planned out. And then the colorful side to things is just like how much fun she's having while doing it. So there's that. And they tend to have the comic book texture, the dot thing, like in a lot of their trailers. I think that's just, yeah, there could be things said about it, but it's also a stylistic choice, because I mean they just have it in everything, it feels like. for the most part, especially when they start getting a little funky with their visuals. All right, upgrade complete. Let me see this character here. That's not the character we saw in her in Nefa's trailer, right? I don't think so. But that was important because we showed it. But it does just look like a robot holding like juice or something. So I don't know. She has all sorts of robots. Maybe that's of some importance. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was fun. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't have much else to say about it. Let me know what you think about Aino. Are you excited to, if you don't already have her from just playing the game in general, are you excited to use her? Do you like her character? Is there good chemistry between Nefa and Aino like we were all kind of seeing in everything else? I imagine that there would be. That's one of the things that I'm looking forward to in Nod Cry. Seeing the characters interact with each other. Because they're all so very from, you know, there's different factions. They're all from like different ways of doing things, and some are taking it a lot more serious than others. Like Aino's very much of like the lighthearted side of stuff. Meanwhile, you have Flint's, who is extremely dark and mysterious, or Lalma, which is, it gets all into like the religious aspect of things and like the nature, and I don't know, there's a lot going on, and I'm actually really digging it, because one of my favorite things about Genshin Impact is learning about these characters and seeing them interact with each other when they get the chance to do so. I think it's very cool. And I enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing Aino again one day. But yeah, guys, that was it. Thank you so much. Share your thoughts in the comment section below about Aino, and also leave a like if you enjoyed this video. You can check out the description for additional ways of how to support me, and you can also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Every little bit counts. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot, and until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.